Hey guys, it's Haley. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry for the poor lighting today. I'm recording this at night because I'm trying to get this done while the babies are sleeping. I thought today I would talk a little bit about the twins' birth story because I know that for a lot of moms who are pregnant with twins, they aren't given the option of a normal vaginal birth. They're kind of forced in a C-section, so I'd like to share my story. My twins are identical twins. They are monodi, which means that they shared one placenta, but they had two amniotic sacs. So they had their own amniotic sac, but they shared placenta. At my 6 and 8 week ultrasounds, they only saw one baby. I didn't find out I was having twins until I had the elective 3D ultrasound at 14 weeks. And he was like, oh, well, we see another baby behind the baby that we already see, so you're having twins. So monodi is a high-risk pregnancy. So I had to have ultrasounds every 2 weeks from that point on. And you are at risk for several things, twin-to-twin syndrome, something called TAPS, and a bunch of other things. So they want to really monitor you. With the type of pregnancy that I had, they also want to do an induction before 37 weeks usually. So I was induced at 36 weeks on the dot, which for me was Christmas Eve. So for my doctor and for a lot of doctors, what they want for a vaginal delivery is they want one or both babies to be head down. So the first baby that would be coming out would need to be head down, or both of them. And then of course they also want the first baby to be bigger than the other baby. If baby B is 1 pound or more, they usually 1 pound or more bigger than the other baby, they usually don't want to do a vaginal either. So for me, both babies were head down at my ultrasound before my induction. But when it came time to do my induction, a baby B went sideways, so transverse again. So what they would have to do is manually turn him breech and then help to pull him out breech. So I was induced. I came in 10 a.m. Christmas Eve. We started the induction process. I was 4 centimeters dilated already when they started. So they gave me a pill called Cytotec, which gave me contractions, and I was doing pretty good. I was moving along just fine, but baby A wasn't coming down to the birth canal. So they didn't want to break my water yet. So they gave me another Cytotec pill, and then ended up breaking my water. So after that, that's when things get a little sketchy. They shouldn't have done this. So when they break your water, you actually will contract more usually. So it was a little bizarre that they decided to give me Pitocin, which will cause even more contractions, and it was probably not the best idea, and I'm about to explain why. So after they gave me the Pitocin, what ended up happening is my contractions got way too strong. They became way too frequent. I was having contractions like every second or every few seconds. And so baby A's heart rate started to drop. His head was sideways kind of in the birth canal, and so the contractions were crushing his head. He actually came out really bruised. And then I was 8 centimeters dilated when I started to feel the need to push. And I was like, I don't care if my cervix ruptures or anything at that point, because I could not control what was about to happen. And they're like, don't push, and I just had to push anyways. You're actually supposed to be rolled to the operating room, the OR, for twins, or at least monodi twins and mono twins. But my baby A just came right out. So then the doctor was like, okay, well, we have a minute and a half to get her to the OR because her second baby's breech. Now, I was actually supposed to have an epidural because in case I needed to have emergency C-sections, epidural's already in. But I actually wasn't able to get the epidural, So I was having a full-on natural delivery, and it was painful. They got me to the OR, and they have oxygen on me and everything like that. And then the doctor, a new doctor, came in and was like, things are about to get a little bit more painful for a second. And I was thinking in my head, the heck they are. And I started pushing the breech baby out, and she grabbed him by the feet and helped pull him out. And then he was out. And both babies were 6 pounds 4 ounces, so they were the exact same weight. Baby A was 17.5 inches, and baby B was 19 inches. And they were both really healthy. Baby B did end up going to NICU, uh, just to kind of get his temperature regulated and his breathing and stuff like that. He didn't have to go on oxygen. He was just breathing really hard, so they just wanted to monitor it. But he ended up just doing just fine. So both babies are home obviously now, and they're both really healthy. So I just wanted to share my birth story in case any other twin moms out there were wondering, how a vaginal delivery would go with twins, how it feels and everything like that. Now, because I didn't have an epidural, my contractions were excruciatingly painful because of being induced. I had to actually pause where I was filming because the babies woke up and they were hungry, so I had to feed them. And as you can probably hear in the background, I actually have wave music, pretty loud, to try to keep them asleep just while I finish this. So yeah, it was pretty painful. But I made it through, and I have 2 beautiful new babies. So I don't regret it, and I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. But if you have an epidural, you honestly don't feel anything, so it would not have been as terrible. But I really think that the hospital did me a huge disservice by giving me Pitocin and not waiting after my water broke to see if anything happened first. But yeah, that's my birth story. The twins are going to be 4 weeks in a couple of days, and they're doing really well. They're eating good, they're gaining weight good, and they're happy and healthy, and that's all I can ask for. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.